figured I'd click on this real quick and make a quick video for Miss Sarah Mendoza of Chase, who is currently asking for a quick overview of the services that I provide. Essentially, the services that I do have are all electronic up until the point where water is needed, and then can take the meter out and get it set in place. So essentially all I do every day, the Department of Mineral Resources for the state of North Dakota has this information that gets spit out on a daily basis. I can take a look at it, and based on current location in that column there, I can figure out these are where the active rigs are currently in the state. But if they're already active, it's a little late, so I need to go to the daily activity reports. As an example, I'll pick on January 25th, and there were these four for Kraken operating in Williams County. It gives me the exact location of where they're at, and they were approved on January 25th. And because I know exactly where the southwest of 24-159-100 is, I go over to the southwest of 24-159-100 and I put a pin there. And I did that with all four of those. So there were two here and two here. Coming over here, this body of water is available for use. The rest of this is under Fish and Wildlife Protection, but according to state rules, this is here. So this weekend I called this particular landowner here. I asked them for a permit to pull from here. We'll run it along their property line here and right down here, and there's a road that goes the whole way. A third-party transfer company comes and does all of this. I just set a meter right at the edge of the water there. So for everything that I did was essentially just figure out who owns what, where the water is, and where the wells are. I don't have the water mapped out quite like I do everything else. I have a lot of these turned off, as you can see, but still, from what I have on, is really kind of what I have actively I'm trying to pay attention to and pursue. I've got my big bulk of what I've got going on in this area here, out off to the edge. I've got some more over here. I was working on some down in this area here, and so it's just all over the place. But I get the water permitted and set up and ready to go, and that's essentially what I do. And make sure that the landowner gets a fair cut, and the I guess the oil company doesn't necessarily take an unfair cut or not pay them enough. I know what they're willing to pay, and so I make sure that that's what they get. And that's kind of the overview on what I've got, and I think I'll just leave it at there for now as far as the video goes.